On a rainy evening, a boy named Sam arrived at an old hotel in the middle of the city. The hotel looked strange, with walls covered in old pictures and a silence that felt unusual. At the front desk, the hotel manager handed him a shiny brass key and said with a mysterious smile, "Your room is number 99, but remember, never try to open the door next to yours." Sam felt curious but didn't ask any questions. He took the key and climbed the creaky wooden stairs to his room. When Sam reached the hallway, he found his room, but right next to it was an old wooden door with the number 100. The door looked dusty, like it hadn't been opened in years. That night, as Sam tried to sleep, he heard strange noises from the room next door. Whispers, soft footsteps, and something that sounded like a ticking clock. Sam couldn't ignore his curiosity anymore. Slowly, he tiptoed to the door of room 100 and touched the handle. To his surprise, the door wasn't locked. As soon as he pushed it open, a soft golden light filled the hallway. Inside the room, he saw something incredible. A floating staircase leading up into the sky. The room wasn't a normal hotel room at all. It was a magical portal. Without thinking twice, Sam stepped inside. The moment he did, the door shut behind him, and he found himself standing on a cloud. Around him were flying books, glowing lanterns, and tiny floating islands with castles on them. A friendly voice called out, "Welcome, traveller." Few people ever find this place. Sam turned and saw an old man with a long silver beard. "Where am I?" Sam asked. "You have found the secret world of forgotten stories," the man said. "This is where lost adventures, hidden treasures, and untold tales wait for someone to discover them." Double asterisk. Sam spent hours exploring the magical world, flipping through books that told stories as if they were alive. But soon the old man said, "It's time for you to go back before the sun rises. But remember, the door to room 100 only opens for those who truly believe in adventure." Sam nodded and stepped back through the glowing doorway. In an instant, he was back in his hotel room. The door to room 100 was closed, and when he tried the handle, it was locked, just like before. The next morning, he asked the hotel manager about the room. The manager just smiled and said, "Room 100? Oh, that room hasn't been opened for 100 years." Sam grinned. He knew the truth. One day he would return. Before leaving the hotel, Sam noticed something unusual on his bedside table, a small old notebook with a golden cover. He was sure it wasn't there before. When he opened it, he found blank pages, except for the first one, which had a message written in elegant handwriting. "Every great story begins with a key. Write yours, and the door may open again." Sam's eyes widened. Was this a gift from the old man in the secret world? Was it a clue? Back in his hometown, Sam couldn't stop thinking about room 100. Every night he wrote in the notebook stories of faraway lands, hidden treasures, and brave adventurers. But no matter how many times he tried, the golden door never appeared again. Years passed and Sam grew up. He became a writer, filling pages with magical tales. But deep down, he always wondered, was the secret world real, or was it just a dream? One evening, while working late in his study, Sam heard a familiar sound. A soft ticking, like a clock. He turned around and gasped. There in the corner of his room was a door that hadn't been there before. Its wooden surface glowed faintly, and on it, in golden letters, was the number 100. With a smile, Sam picked up his old notebook, placed his hand on the door handle and turned it. Sam took a deep breath and stepped through the glowing doorway of room 100 once again. Instead of the floating islands and books from before, he found himself standing in a grand library, its shelves stretching endlessly in every direction. The air smelled of ancient paper and magic. At the center of the library stood the old man with the silver beard, smiling as if he had been expecting Sam. "You have returned," the old man said. "But this time, it is different." Sam looked around. The books around him seemed alive, their pages flipping on their own, whispering stories yet to be told. The old man handed Sam a thick leather-bound book with his name engraved in gold letters. "This is your story," the old man said. "You have written many tales, but now you must choose. Stay here and become the guardian of lost stories, or return to your world and share the magic with others." Sam hesitated. The idea of living among endless stories forever was tempting. But then he remembered the excitement he felt when writing, the joy of sharing adventures with others. With a deep breath, Sam closed the book and handed it back. "I want to go back," he said. "I want to share stories with the world." The old man nodded approvingly. "Then go and never stop creating." A golden light surrounded Sam, and in an instant he was back in his study. The door to room 100 had vanished, leaving only his notebook on the desk. Sam smiled. The adventure wasn't over. It had only changed. From that day on, he wrote stories that made others dream, wonder, and believe in magic.